Val Edward Kilmer was more than an actor. He was a living testament to the transformative power of cinema, a man whose presence on the screen captured the essence of the human experience in all its complexities. Born on December 31, 1959, in Los Angeles, California, Val's life was destined to unfold in ways that would leave an indelible mark on Hollywood and the world. Kilmer's upbringing was shaped by his Christian Science faith, an experience that would influence his worldview and his approach to both life and art. He was the second of 3 children, and although his early years were filled with joy, tragedy struck when his older brother Wesley died at a young age. This loss would shape much of Val's character, instilling in him a sense of resilience and an unshakable determination to pursue his dreams. His parents divorced when he was young, and though it was painful, it further fueled his desire to escape into the world of acting and performance. Kilmer was not an ordinary child. He was not merely destined for fame, he was destined to transform whatever medium he worked in. At the young age of 17, he became the youngest ever student admitted to Juilliard's prestigious drama division. His time at Juilliard was marked by a deep commitment to his craft, and it didn't take long for his remarkable talent to catch the attention of those around him. He was determined to be more than just another actor. He wanted to change the way people viewed performance. With an intense passion for his craft and a drive that could not be denied, Val's future was set on a course that would take him from Broadway stages to the heights of Hollywood stardom. Kilmer's career began on the stage, where he dazzled audiences with his talent and presence. He made his Broadway debut in the production The Slab Boys, and his early roles in Shakespearean productions proved that he was far more than a pretty face. But it wasn't long before Hollywood came calling. His big break came in 1984 with the film Top Secret, a wacky parody that showcased Kilmer's sharp comedic timing and his undeniable charm. However, it was his next film, Real Genius, 1985, that truly put him on the map as a versatile actor capable of playing both comedic and dramatic roles. In 1986, Kilmer landed the role that would define his early career and cement his place in pop culture history, Tom "Iceman" Kazansky in Top Gun. The film was a global sensation, and Kilmer's portrayal of the cool, confident fighter pilot made him a household name. He was catapulted into the ranks of Hollywood's elite, but unlike many stars who would have rested on their laurels, Kilmer was determined to take on roles that showcased his true range. His subsequent career choices reflected a deep desire to challenge himself and take risks. In The Doors, 1991, Kilmer embodied the legendary rock star Jim Morrison, with a raw intensity that was both captivating and haunting. His portrayal of Morrison was a career-defining role that showed the world just how deeply Kilmer could tap into the psyche of his characters. He went on to play the iconic Doc Holliday in Tombstone, 1993, a performance that would become one of the most beloved in cinematic history. His portrayal of the dying gunslinger, with its mix of vulnerability and defiance, transformed what could have been a supporting role into an unforgettable, scene-stealing moment. Kilmer's career trajectory continued to soar with roles in Batman Forever, 1995, where he donned the famous cape and cowl as the Caped Crusader, and Heat, 1995, where he shared the screen with legends like Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. In The Saint, 1997, he showcased his ability to play multiple characters within a single role, cementing his status as one of Hollywood's most versatile actors. Val Kilmer was not just a talented actor, he was also a true artist in every sense of the word. Outside of acting, he was a passionate painter, a musician, and a poet. His artistic pursuits were not confined to the screen. He was constantly seeking new ways to express himself and push the boundaries of his creativity. He once released an album showcasing his musical talents and spent time painting, often using his art to explore themes that were important to him. In addition to his artistic talents, Kilmer was deeply connected to nature. He owned a 6,000-acre ranch in New Mexico, where he lived for years, away from the glare of Hollywood. At the ranch, he raised buffalo, hiked the expansive wilderness, and found peace in the solitude of the desert. This retreat from the hustle and bustle of the entertainment industry allowed him to connect with the land and with himself, and it was a place where he could reflect on his life and his work, Val Kilmer's romantic life included high-profile relationships with stars like Cher, Leslie Ann Warren, Cindy Crawford, Angelina Jolie, Daryl Hannah, and Ellen Barkin. However, his most significant relationship was with actress Joanne Whalley, whom he met during the filming of Willow in 1988. They married in March of that year and had 2 children, daughter Mercedes, born 1991, and son Jack, born 1995, who followed in his father's footsteps into acting. Kilmer and Whalley's marriage ended in 1996, but they remained dedicated to co-parenting their children and continued to support each other's careers despite their divorce. Kilmer's influence extended far beyond the world of film. He was a man of deep faith, and his Christian Science beliefs shaped many of his actions throughout his life. He was also a passionate advocate for social causes and humanitarian efforts. In 1998, Val traveled to Iraq with Americares to deliver humanitarian aid, marking the first U.S. humanitarian airlift to the region since 1990. His commitment to helping others extended to supporting Native American rights, environmental conservation, and children's hospitals. His charitable efforts were not limited to just monetary donations. He used his platform to advocate for causes that were close to his heart. In 2013, he lobbied Congress to expand religious exemptions under the Affordable Care Act. He also helped with relief efforts following Hurricane Katrina and was actively involved in various environmental causes. His dedication to helping others, especially those who were marginalized, speaks volumes about the kind of man he was, someone who used his fame and influence to bring attention to issues that mattered. In 2015, Kilmer's life took a tragic turn when he was diagnosed with throat cancer. Initially, he downplayed the seriousness of his condition, referring to it as a suggestion of cancer in keeping with his spiritual beliefs. However, after encouragement from his children, he eventually sought treatment and underwent chemotherapy and multiple tracheotomies. The treatment severely affected his voice and left him dependent on a feeding tube. Despite the devastating effects of the disease, Kilmer's resilience was nothing short of remarkable. He continued to create art, act, and live life on his own terms. In 2020, he published his memoir, I'm Your Huckleberry, where he reflected on his life, his career, and his ongoing battle with cancer. That same year, he also released Val, a deeply personal documentary that chronicled his life through thousands of hours of home videos and behind-the-scenes footage. The documentary gave the world a rare glimpse into Kilmer's soul, showing both the man behind the characters and the incredible courage he displayed in the face of unimaginable adversity. Kilmer's final film appearance came in Top Gun: Maverick 2022, where he reprised his role as Iceman. By this time, his health had deteriorated to the point where he had lost most of his ability to speak naturally. In a poignant tribute to his character, his voice in the film was digitally reconstructed using AI technology. His appearance in the film was not just a moment of cinematic history, it was a powerful statement about the enduring strength of Kilmer's legacy. The film marked both a triumphant return to the screen and a heartbreaking reminder of the toll that cancer had taken on his body. On April 1, 2025, Val Kilmer passed away at the age of 65. His death was the result of complications from pneumonia, compounded by his long battle with cancer, malnutrition, and the after-effects of numerous surgeries. He was cremated on April 7th, and his family confirmed his passing with a statement that reflected the grace with which he had lived his final days. The world mourned Val Kilmer's passing. Hollywood stars like Cher, Tom Cruise, Jim Carrey, and Francis Ford Coppola all paid tribute to the man they had worked with and admired. Fans around the world expressed their grief, recalling the countless roles he had played and the impact he had on their lives. Val's characters, whether it was the icy confidence of Iceman, the defiant spirit of Doc Holliday, or the tortured genius of Jim Morrison, were more than just performances. They were windows into the complexities of the human soul. Kilmer's net worth at the time of his death was estimated at around $25 million. However, his true legacy cannot be measured by financial worth alone. His impact on the world, his dedication to his craft, his humanitarian efforts, and his unyielding spirit in the face of illness make him a true icon. Val Kilmer was not just an actor, he was an artist, a philanthropist, and a man who lived life on his own terms. In the end, Val Kilmer's story is one of resilience, creativity, and heart. He wasn't just a part of Hollywood, he was a part of the fabric of our lives, and his legacy will continue to inspire generations of actors, artists, and fans alike. If you've ever whispered, "I'm your Huckleberry," or watched Top Gun with awe, or felt a chill when Doc Holliday said, "I'm dying, how are you?" then you felt the magic of Val Kilmer. His legacy is immortal, not just in film, but in the hearts of everyone who knew his work. And as long as his performances continue to live on, so will the spirit of Val Kilmer. If you found this tribute moving, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel Anything Trend, and hit that notification bell for more in-depth stories and legacies of icons like Val Kilmer.